So, Football Manager 2018 beta's out, and they have two things: gay players, and trying to compare this beautiful Warhammer engine to this. Total shite. So, here I found this article on BBC Sport, right? Homophobia in sport. Football managers to feature gay players. Oh, incredible. Right. Modern elite British football is still waiting for its first openly gay player. It's because it's about the football. Maybe Football Manager can help. Probably not. In this year's edition of the computer game, players come out. Why? Why? Part of the reason we decided to do this is because there are gay footballers. Well done. We know from the amount of professionals that there has to be players who are gay but feel they don't want to come out. Well, if they don't feel like they want to come out, don't force them to. You're out in fucking Johnny Evans down here. Weird autistic, albino Johnny Evans over here. Poor him. I found it weird that it's still a problem in football, so we decided to try and show people that coming out isn't a big deal and can be a positive thing. I think it's just crazy that in 2017 we're in a world where people can't be themselves. Oh yeah, so similar to Nazi Germany. Am I right? Now, if I remember correctly, BBC, you're a big fan of people being themselves, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. We're not talking about real life players. Instead, it's the fictional computer-generated youngsters who appear as others retire, refreshing the game's database at the end of virtual season. So they're normalising this totally normal thing, but only normalising it for fictional people. Aside from Johnny Evans' autistic brother up there. Those who know their Football Manager call these fictional players new gens. Without them, the simulation could not progress, as it does, into the next century and beyond. Circle jerk much? Jacobson said they were able to do these things with these players that we can't with real players because they can't sue us. That's right, fictional people cannot sue you. He explained that if one of these players at your club comes out, you'll find out from a news item in your in-game inbox. What if I'm like every other person on earth who doesn't care whether you're gay or not, and just whether you're shit at football or not? You can be gay, straight, black, white, pig, cat, pig fucker, I don't know. I'm not bothered. If you can bend one in from 30, we're good. Soon after, your commercial director will inform you of a boost in the club's revenue, in part due to new attention from the lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender LGBT community. Oh, brilliant. So, not only is being gay better than being straight because you just get a load of extra money, what does the rest of the income come from? It's in part due to new attention. Are they a rent boy on the side? Thomas Hitzelsberger became the first openly gay man to have played in the English Premier League when he came out in 2014, 4 months after he retired. The former Germany midfielder who played for Aston Villa, Everton and West Ham said he could not imagine playing football and doing this at the same time. What, and being gay? He goes on to say, former Leeds and United midfielder Robbie Rogers came out as gay a year earlier. He also decided he had to leave the game to do it before returning to football. So he didn't leave the game. He took a break, said he was gay, got some cock, and then returned. Now, I'm going to have to plead a bit of ignorance on this bit. Before Rogers, there was the first. The tragedy of Justin Fashanu, who took his own life in 1998, 8 years after coming out as gay. To be quite honest, never heard anything about it. Obviously a tragedy, as stated. But it's 20 years ago, almost. Really close to being 20 years ago. And the world's changed. At least I hope it has. Jacobson says that after taking advice from anti-discrimination group Kick It Out and having closely examined cases of players coming out in other sports, they believe they have arrived at the most representative future scenario. Right, on Kick It Out, one day, the people who own Kick It Out will have to change the name because they'll call it inciting violence or some shit. That's the point we'll reach. It will be right, okay, let's move on. Everything will carry on perfectly normally, because that's what we have seen happen elsewhere, he said. Yeah, it's normal. We know that. It's not a message that everyone is going to see in their game. It is quite rare, but we want it to be seen as a positive thing. Who is not fucking considering it? It's not a positive or a negative, it's just a thing. We also had to take some legal advice, because in some countries that are less forward-thinking than the UK, circle jerk, it is still illegal to be gay. In those cases, we have simply respected their laws, so if a player is based in one of those countries, the player won't come out. So, you're normalising it in a country where it's normal. But for people where it's not normal, you're not normalising it. Right. Being gay is just a totally normal thing in life, correct? And it's the right thing to put in the game because it's something that we're going to be seeing in the future, and something that's fucking been in the past, as if there haven't been gay players all the time. It's just, can we not just concentrate on the football? Emboldened by Brexit. There were various scenarios, soft and hard versions of Brexit, complicated transfers involving UK clubs and EU nationals, including players from Scotland that had decided to break away from Britain. See, this is relevant. This can make a big deal to how the Premier League and other clubs in Europe function in terms of transfers, whereas being gay makes no difference to anything. It does say down here that 8% of people would stop watching their team on this BBC Radio 5 Live survey they did in October of last year, but good. If some fucking brainless troglodyte wants to stop watching football because someone's gay, let him. I don't have a problem with that. It's just this sort of stuff, but it helped us realise we can be a bit more outward in our thinking and trying to make the world a better place. You're not making the world a better place. You're normalising something in the UK that's totally fucking normal. We're not going to be able to change the mind of someone who is homophobic. We don't have that power. And if someone has that issue and decides not to buy the game for that reason, then to be honest, I feel really sorry for them. Hopefully it will make some people look up and think, this is ridiculous. I mean, exactly what I'm thinking right now about this article, to be quite honest. But no, you're not going to change anyone's mind, are you? So you're not making the world a better place. I've had half a dozen negative replies on Twitter when I would normally get more if I told people they were getting a free diamond with their copy of the game. That's because people want you to improve the game, not give them a free fucking diamond. I do think it's about that time that footballers who are entertaining people around the world every week are not actually allowed to be themselves rather than act as someone that they're not. How is being gay going to impact your performance on the pitch? We've seen perfectly straight men pop fingers up arses, grab bollocks. I just don't see it. I look forward to the day where people who work in football feel 100% comfortable with who they are, whatever their ethnicity, religion or sexuality, right? That kind of jargon where they just talk shit to get some puffed points, basically. In all, pretty redundant article. No one cares if you're gay, be gay by all means, play football by all means. If you're shit, you'll get rinsed for being shit. If you're good, you won't. Simple as. Alright, gonna leave you with a joke here. What's the difference between Usain Bolt and Hitler? Usain Bolt can finish a race. See you later.